Do you know about Looksmaxxing? Have you heard the term?
I can't say I have.
You haven't heard the term?
Maybe I'm just like uncultured. I don't know.
Honestly, Brenda, I appreciate that about you because it means you're not like stuck on TikTok all day. I actually have heard of Looksmaxxing. I had a very good idea of what it was, but I did go and actually look up the definition. I was like, okay, I was right. I knew what this was.
Yeah. I feel like my TikTok though is very repetitive. Like a lot of it's ads. Like a lot of it is stuff that I'm like, oh, I like this, and I've looked it up, and now I just keep seeing it, and I'm just like, how do I expand my TikTok page? Like, I don't know.
You know, you have to like not look at the stuff that you like and start liking other stuff,
so true.
or like search for stuff that's different and then like and comment, and then it'll swap the algorithm. I mean, that's how doom scrolling happens, you know.
It's true.
Right? Because you look at stuff you hate, and then the algorithm's like, oh, this dude loves like bad news. Let's try and tell him all about the bad news. Okay. So Looksmaxxing, for those who don't know what Looksmaxxing is, it is basically what you probably think. It's a term describing the efforts to enhance the male appearance through lifestyle, stylistic, or drastic physical modifications. And so this is a segment on Looksmaxxing by facial BoneSmashing. Yes, BoneSmashing, and this is probably what you think. So on TikTok, there is now this trend of content creators known as Looksmaxxers who review topics about facial harmony, bone structure, masculinity, and these guys really don't have any idea what they're talking about, a lot of them. It's not like it's a plastic surgeon talking about Looksmaxxing or some aesthetic guru. I mean, these are guys who probably look good genetically, and they're like, hey, I'm gonna talk about Looksmaxxing. So one alarming topic that has been thrown around for a little while now, but it's got a little bit more traction because there was a news article about it just recently, is BoneSmashing. Now, Brenda, have you heard of BoneSmashing?
This sounds terrifying.
I had not heard of this either until just a week or two ago. And it's one of those things where I'm like,
this cannot be legit.
Is this real?
There's no way people are doing this.
I think they are. I think they are. I kind of feel like a lot of things on social media these days are fake. It's like the flat earth people, right?
Yeah.
When we talk about flat earth, and I was like, oh, I used to be part of a flat earth group. Obviously, I don't believe the earth is flat. It was a joke, right?
The only like beauty thing that I've fallen for is like the gua sha, which like I know it's like a stone and you like do it on like your face for like
you're
lifting.
talking about like jade rollers or something?
Yeah, but now they have a gua sha.
Oh, it's new.
Yes,
rollers.
the rollers like those are good for like probably like depuffing or whatever. But
we did a segment about the jade rollers years ago.
Yeah.
It was what you'd expect. I mean, they are what they are. They help a little bit. Okay, so BoneSmashing, and there's actually I did actually find you've heard of clavicular, right? The influencer.
Maybe I'm so bad with names. Okay. If I saw, maybe
I don't know clavicular. I've heard his name, and then my daughter knows who he is, so she's always asking me about clavicular. Like, what do you think about claviculars getting mogged at the frat party? I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I found.
Can't say I know.
I found a video. All right, so it should be the only video. Roll this video.
My mom used to take these away when I was growing up because I was always bone smashing with a hammer. You know?
Yeah.
She had to hide them.
BoneSmashing's the way of life.
Dude, yeah, they literally had to hide the hammers. So
I got a few friends who do it all the time. They just bang on the face.
You do it or what?
No, I'm not a big bone smasher myself, but my friend Adam Thomas, he like loves that shit. He lives for it.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You gotta hit the chin hard.
Yeah. 1 sec, let me get a few hits.
Yeah, get a few hits. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, I already feel it.
You feel it?
Yeah.
You feel your bones growing? I don't need it anymore.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah.
All right, so according to TikTok, if you don't have a chiseled jaw, you just have to smack yourself in the face with a hammer, and like you're
awful.
you're all set.
Oh my goodness.
So BoneSmashing aims to alter the facial bone structure by inducing hypertrophy through repeated trauma, typically done.
I still hear the sound of it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I hate it.
Yeah, commonly using a hammer, as was seen in that video of those obviously Oxford scholars who were teaching us about bone smashing.
Yeah.
So, I had that question too, Brenna. I have a nurse named Jenna. Sorry, I didn't just
No
remember her name.
worries.
Brenna, I had the question of like, is this legit? Are people
Right.
really talking about this? Well, BoneSmashing actually has 300,000 monthly searches.
Monthly.
And the videos about it have millions and millions of views. So now, does that mean that it's a huge thing? No, but it does mean that people are like posting about it and people are looking about it or
We
looking
got some
for
comments.
it. We already got bone smashing comments.
Yeah.
Oh, bring them on.
You know, inflammation does not equal bone growth. Please stay in school, kids. Also, your wife said that y'all need to get me connected to Danica on TikTok for TikTok lessons.
Oh, right. That's my daughter, Danica.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That's fine. Whoever
Yeah.
said that about inflammation is spot on. Who is that? Who said that?
I want Crew. I'm so sorry. I'm probably mispronouncing. Crew on Danette.
No, I don't know who that is, but they're absolutely right. That is something I'm going to talk about, so good job to them. Okay,
Yeah.
so the theory of this is based on an actual law of medicine called Wolff's Law.
Oh my gosh.
So Wolff's Law is the law that states that bone will remodel in response to mechanical loading and cause hypertrophy, okay? So this is very similar to either what happens to your bones with weightlifting when there's that constant tension on them, you will get bone hypertrophy, or orthodontics or orthognathics, where you're either adjusting your teeth or your jaw bones by putting tension on them. So these bone smashers are trying to use Wolff's Law to say that, oh, if I smack myself in the face with a hammer, that suddenly I'm going to get a jaw like an anvil. Unfortunately, that doesn't play out because trauma does not equal the hypertrophy stimulus that you get from a more mechanical load type stress. Blunt force trauma causes micro fractures in the bone, hematoma, inflammation, like that one person talked about, which is they'll get inflammation, they'll get swelling, and they're like smacking themselves with a hammer.
Bruising for sure.
And bruising, and then what happens is like wherever they're hitting like swells, they're like, look, my bone's growing. It's growing so fast, I keep hitting myself, and the bone keeps getting bigger.
No.
So what happens when you smack yourself, and you get these little microfractures, the inflammation, your bone goes into repair mode, not hypertrophy. So instead of like getting a stronger jawline, you could get a crooked one.
Yeah.
Because the repair mode is chaotic. It's not kind of controlled like the Wolff's Law is when you're doing it with weightlifting or orthodontics or orthognathics. And not only that, I mean, there's real risks with this. I mean, you could get serious fractures that would require you to have surgery. I don't do as much craniofacial surgery as I used to, but there was a time in my career when I did craniofacial trauma. So if someone broke their jaw, broke their nose, broke their zygoma, broke their orbital rim, I would go in and fix those. I kind of got out of it because I didn't love the cases. And
I want to see some like before and after results of this.
There's not any.
Exactly.
I mean, the only befores and afters you'll see is like when they smack themselves with a hammer and suddenly
Who started this?
I don't know.
I just want to have a few words.
I don't know, man. This is like the downside of social media. It's like some of the dumbest things you've ever heard of will take off.
Yes.
And it's just, they just keep going. Like this has been around now for a couple years.
Yeah.
That people have been talking about this. And it's like, why do I have to tell someone that smacking themselves in the face
with
with
a
a hammer is a
hammer.
bad idea? Like,
Yeah.
Are we that dumb as a society now that you think that if I smack myself in the face
this is a great idea.
with a hammer, that it's going to be good for me?
Right.
Like, I just don't get it.
DIY.
I mean, aside from fractures, you can get injury to nerves. You have lots of facial nerves that can get injured. You can get vision complications if you jack up the muscles. You can get deformities because, again, the healing phase is more chaotic than the controlled version with Wolff's Law. So, I mean, although it's true that stress to the bone can cause hypertrophy, this does not correlate with smacking yourself with a hammer.
Right.
There's not really anything I've seen that you can do at home to cause hypertrophy to your bone outside of things like working out, right? If you hit the gym, like you'll get bone hypertrophy.
The gym?
But yeah, bench press, yeah. It's been a while since I've done that at the gym. So, Yeah, I mean, for trying to improve your jawline or your cheekbones with Wolf's Law, I just don't see a way that's going to happen. If you smack yourself in the face with a hammer, I mean, you could really hurt yourself. I mean, how do you explain that? If you go to the ER and you have like a broken jaw and like, what happened? Like, oh, I smacked myself in the face with a hammer.
Right.
I mean, I'd be like, you need to be like in a rubber room. I mean, that's just not like what normal people do, right?
It's like child-proof scissors, child-proof a hammer at this point.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. So
Cindy said we're living out of movie Idiocracy in real life.
oh, dude, Idiocracy is coming true.
Yeah.
People didn't think that was a documentary, but
Yeah.
it is.
Here we are.
It totally is.